Hey guys, it's Tim here. I'm just here to make a little Gyfin guide, Gyfin Temple, I like to call it. It's a new grinding spot on Kama 2. It's known to be one of the harder spots where you are going to want, if you're looking to get to 62, this is going to be the spot you're going to go to do it. The reason I'm making this guide is so if people have never been here before or have been here but it didn't really end up like how you expected it to be, or it was kind of like a bad group, then this is kind of a guide that you can watch real quick to kind of get the hang of it and see how groups usually go, like a successful group. Okay, so this is the group that I'm in right now, and I run with a couple of these guys a lot. Um, right now, we have a wizard, two wizards, a warrior, and two rangers. Usually, I don't really run with that comp. Usually, sometimes there's like two wizards, three wizards sometimes. Um, Mewa sometimes. The Valkyries are nice for pulling. Um, but what you want for a group comp is usually you can actually have anything just as long as they got the gear. But it's good to have, you know, I guess my favorite comp would be, to a witch wizard. DK is good for the damage, and DK can also pull too because they have a block. Valkyrie I like for having pull person, and yeah, so DK, Valkyrie, Witch, Wizard. Um, but you can, like I said, you can get anybody in here, just as long as they have the gear. And so when we talk about gear, people are gonna expect a lot. When this first came out, it was like 220 with Kudum. Now you'll see people asking for 230, maybe more. Um, but realistically, if you want to get a group with your friends, if you got five willing people that are level 61 and have around 220 AP with Kudum and around 90 BP, you guys can come in here. Um, but you're gonna want to kind of make sure that these guys are all going to be willing to stay, uh, stay for the amount of time, at least an hour. Because this is kind of not a spot where you just go and grind for a little bit and then leave. You kind of want to stay here for a while, to get the benefits at least that you're going to be looking for, XP and money. So our groups will, a lot of people grind here all day. If you don't have that, try to set like a couple hours, make sure the group's going to stay. They're not just going to leave, so you have to go find another member. Um, so when you come into this place, right now I'm just kind of doing the rotation. You can kind of watch, but I'll explain it afterwards. I just kind of want to let you guys know what you're going to need. Um, you're going to want to come here. Obviously, you're going to get your group together. And once you got your group together, and everyone they have the gear. A lot of people like for the members that are in the group to link their Kudum, because some people will say they have Kudum but they won't link it, and or you can say you have anything, but until you link it, there's no proof. So that's that. People, you gotta link it. Sorry about that. Oh god. See, okay, there's a quick example of paying attention. Like, this is kind of a place where if you don't pay attention, it's that easy to die. Like, I have a tech guy-a-thon right now with just my, my good gems on. But, I have a try guys in here with 2 HP gems, or XP gems on here, but if I die with those and I lose the gems, that's a big hit. So, um, yeah, so I don't have those on. So, what you're gonna want in here, once you know everyone has the gear and they're willing to stay the amount of time that the group leader has set aside to stay, you're gonna want to have some elixirs, because this place is so much easier when each group member has at least, or it's good to have just 2 elixirs, at least one, but most members you want to have 2 specific elixirs that they're popping. So you said what elixirs are good at Gyfin. So my group usually uses, let's see. Well, for me, you want to use Grim or Draining. So here's Draining, and then here's Grim. So that's gonna give you HP on success hit or HP on crit. Okay, that's me not paying attention, and that's how you die. So if you ever see me just stop talking and trying to focus, it's because I'm in a spot where I might die. Like right here. Could die right here. And just on a side note, it's always good to have witches and wizards in the group, because they can heal your group and keep you guys alive. Okay. So, Grim and Draining, those are great elixirs to get some passive health going, you know, while you're doing damage. XP is a must. If you're trying to level here, you need this elixir. This is a must. You want Steel Defense or or Will. That's good for just taking less damage. This is a iffy. A lot of people don't like that because it takes DP away. So yeah, you don't need that. Some people won't even want you to pop it if you have it. Always make sure you know, okay, this is dangerous. Always make sure to know what you guys are popping. If you guys don't know what you're popping and you're all just popping random elixirs, you're gonna have a bad time. Okay. So this is nice, Fury, to give you AP. Some people say, you know, that's a great one. I like it. This is a little elixir of death. If you can get a hold of it, you know, that's nice, but I wouldn't use that here. I would save that for PvP. I don't think it's necessary here. Okay, I know I'm missing some elixirs that are good. Oh, Gyfin elixir. I don't have that. It's a great elixir here. It increases the damage on Kama mobs. That's a great elixir to have. If you can get that, that'd be nice. This is a big issue right now in the game. This freaking buff bar. Okay, now that tents come out and it's easy to grab Vila buffs, very annoying to not know what elixirs are up. Like if I have like my buffs, like even my 4-second, 5-second buffs from doing like damage and stuff, it like will take away some of the buffs on the bar, so I don't know what elixirs are there, how many minutes are left on the elixir. So sometimes it's good to just keep a timer. Like sometimes I'll pop my 2 elixirs now that they changed it to 10-second cooldown. I'll pop my 2 elixirs and then I'll put a 15-minute timer on my phone, so I know when to pop my 2 elixirs again. Okay. Also, it's nighttime right now, or it's about to be nighttime. You want to make sure you're using your Black Spirit buff. Okay. You want to make sure you're using that. And if you don't have, you know, make sure you're at full energy when you come here. Make sure you got some of these energy, anything to, you want to use that. If you're not using that, you're just, you know, you're gonna have a bad time. So remember, you want to get, if you're coming here and your goal is to get 62 and or money, like if you're coming here to get money, you might as well be going for 62. Like, you know, but you don't have to come here for 62, but if you have, like, if you're kind of thinking about it, you know, this place will get you 62, like, passively. If you come here all the time, you're gonna get 62 eventually. So why not get as much XP as you can get at all times? So right now, my next food buff is probably going to be XP. So real quick here, another thing, this is just an off thing. If you want to put some money, in Grana, so you can snipe stuff if you have a maid, that's a nice little, that's kind of like not needed at all. That's just an off thing that I just remembered. So if you have, we'll get to these statues in a second. But, yeah, if you have a maid, that's nice to put some money in Grana that you can snipe some things. Because people don't like you logging out, switching to different characters just to snipe something. You know, if you're here, you want the group, because if one person's gone, you're making less money automatically. Well, that's up for debate, but anyways. Okay, so elixirs, I think that's gonna be it for elixirs. So obviously the tents are not mandatory. People were saying, oh, they're probably gonna be mandatory now because of Gyfin and the XP and all. No, they're not mandatory. You can get a this buff right here, gives you 10 plus 10 monster damage. So you get that for 500,000 silver, and then you can get a Vila buff, which you want the XP one. Yeah, I have the XP one. It's got 15 minutes left on it. Okay, so we got all our buffs. You know, max out the amount of XP you can get. That's gonna be huge for you in the long run. It's gonna save you a lot of time. Okay, so now let's just go with the rotation. Where you're gonna want to be. I'm not gonna go over pulling because I'm not the puller, but you can actually look and see where these guys are pulling. If you just take a quick look, see what we're doing right now. Everyone's making sure they're grabbing their stuff for nighttime, preparing for nighttime. Grabbing their monster buff. I don't need it because I got 32 minutes on it. I'm just gonna re-up this guy here. This. Okay. Now we're back in business. We got 15 minutes on the Vila buff. I'll just re-up that in the middle if, you know, if I need to. Okay, so this is the first pull, or a lot of times you start with that pull down there. This the next pull. But okay, so if you're a damage dealer, usually wait here. Once they're all grouped up like that, you go in. You want to go in automatically with either super armor or frontal guard, something for protection. You'll just get randomly knocked down. If you got a good group like this, they're gonna take them out quick. Okay. I'm not gonna go over the statues right now. At the end of the video, if you want to learn about the statues to get some extra cash, I can show you. See, these are the guys that are just waiting. This guy, me and him. This is a nice spot to wait. You see the guys, the pullers. One goes this way, the other one goes this way. They meet in the middle. You want to group them up. They do something special to get them grouped up. If you're damage dealers, you want to kind of tell each other, okay, I'm going to use E-buff on this pull, my awakening buff. Oh, my buddy just died. He went down way too quick for me to do a damn thing about that. So, that's my girl. She's done. Always just let her know. That was too fast for me. You want to let them know you tried. Okay. Alright. So that's the second pull. Okay. don't mind these statues. I'll tell you about them later. This is the third. Don't know where she is. She's right there. I'll give her a heal. So this first person goes that way, other person goes this way, and we meet in the middle. If you're a wizard, pop your casting speed buff for the group. It helps the whole group. Okay, you want to make sure your pets are fed, your pets are picking up the loot. If your pets are not fed, they're not out, they're not picking up loot, you're being a jerk, and the group is losing money because of you. Okay, so make sure that your pets are out, they're picking stuff up. You'll know right away if someone's pets aren't out because you'll see shiny on the floor and you'll say, what's going on? Because you could be losing a tongue belt, and that's 22 million a pop. The tongue rat belt drops, you can get, I've gotten 3.5 hours, and that's 22 million a group member, you know, if it sells at full price usually. So make sure your pets are freaking loot, and there's no excuse why they shouldn't be. Oh yeah, with the loot, you want it on, sorry, I should have said this earlier, you want it on special deals. So right here, our special deals is on green. Some people put it at 1 million. You want to keep the Forest Furies or whatever, like, or just do whatever you want to do. Put it on whatever you feel like you should. If you're not sure, just put it on green. Sell everything. You definitely want to sell the tongue raid belt. Okay, so I don't want to make this video too long, so yeah, that was the last pull at the bottom. Like I said, you guys want to make sure you are talking to each other. Okay, I'm using my debuff here. I'm going to use my protective area on this pull. Like nowadays, like at least with my groups, we don't really go over the protective area because we kill them really fast. Before we had to. So I'm probably forgetting some things, but you can always ask in the comments if you have any questions. So the trash loot that you get here, it's a nice part of this. It's a nice part of the money you're making. 12,000. Okay. Some people say, I'm not exactly sure on this rate, but around 1,000 an hour or something like that. Maybe you can get. If you're getting less than that, you're going really slow. I think you should be getting a little more than that. So, but if you actually take these, if you get your group to take the statues out as well, they drop the trash loot as well. So that's extra. If you take out most of the statues, that's extra. By the end of the grind session, you're getting a decent amount of more money from doing the statues. There's a statue there you can get. There's 2 statues right here you can get on the way back up. There's 2 statues right over here you can get. The towers drop the loot as well. So that's a thing that you want to keep in mind if you really watch. I'll do it on this rotation. It's good to have 2 people doing it, or as many, if all the damage dealers, the 3 damage dealers can do it, that'd be nice. But if you're here for 3-4 hours, a lot of times you just want to break between the pulls. But some people are try hard and they just want that money, and so they just do this between the pulls. Grab that casting speed buff here. Bam, so now this pull's about to start. My casting speed's up for just me, I think. Make sure you go through super armors, because you do not want to get, as a wizard, very lucky I can just cycle through them. But other classes, like I come here on I have a 61 Sork as well, and also a Mystic, but people won't take my Mystic. I say, hey, I got 61 Mystic, You know, 240 with Kudum. No, they don't want the Mystic. You out, you know, so okay. Alright, so here's right here. Got some. Apply my casting speed here. You can do back attack on these guys to take them out quicker. See, and then sometimes you can get these ones here if you're quick, if you have a partner helping you. These guys, I don't blame them for just wanting a break between pulls. This is something that you do like in the beginning of the grind sesh when everyone's all energized and ready to go. That's that. At the end of this pull, a lot of the times my group will, like if you have, like I said, if you have 3 guys doing it, you can take them out while the guys are pulling. So you take the statue out, then 2 of you guys would get this guy, and then the other 2, and then the other guys would get this guy. It's good to get them all together because you all will get the loot. And I think that's it. I don't want to make this video too long. Like I said, you're gonna get nice XP here. Great on XP. I love the group. I love the group grind. I love everyone's hoping for a belt, praying for a belt. You know, when a belt finally drops, you're all so excited. It's like it. I wish there was more content like this in BDO. Like I really do. This place is great. Some people don't like it. They don't like it. It's too grindy. It's like, fact is, it's a grind, man. Like, you don't like it, dude. You're playing the wrong game. It's a grind game. But I love the place, man. That's all I got to say. If you have any questions, I probably forgot some stuff. I haven't made a video in a while. I'm not really good at editing or doing any of that stuff, but I'd like to learn. I just have to get some time to set aside to learn it. But for now, I just wanted to put this video out there. Hopefully it helps a few people. Yeah, and if you like it, leave a message. If you don't, just leave another message telling me why I can improve. I know this isn't the best way. I know this probably isn't the best way. There's probably other ways to do it that are better. I probably left out some really important stuff, but hey, I hope it helps you guys. I hope it helps somebody. You know, like I said, leave a comment. And I hope you guys have a good night, day, and yeah, take it easy, guys. Tim, Bo, out.